Chinese egg roll dish with African ingredients. I'll be incorporating a few things I learned along the way from Korean cooking and a few techniques I learned from mangchi.com and showing you how to do this. So please look forward to it. It's a great way to get your 5 vegetables a day, and it tastes great. You won't be missing the meat at all. So I hope you try this. So, when you get the vegetables, you want to clean it. This one I had in the fridge for a while, so it's kind of a little bit messed up. So you want to remove all the messed up parts with a knife, and make sure you clean it well under running water and scrub it well. Okay. After you're done doing that, you're going to take the eggplant and cut it. You don't have to take the skin off because you will be boiling them, and I'll tell you why in a minute. When you're done cutting the eggplant and removing all the messed up parts, what you're going to do is you're going to put it, I had here a pot of boiling water, and I just put the eggplant skin side down, and I'm covering it while I'm preparing the other vegetables for the egg roll. The reason why I do this is because I don't want my eggplant, the egg roll, to be very watery. I want it to be a little bit drier. So by boiling it, steaming it, or I didn't really boil it because it's not all, the water's not all the way to the top, but by doing this and then straining the water afterwards, it allows the eggplant to cook faster, and also it helps me control how much water gets in or out. Like if you pre-cook your vegetables before you put it into the mixture and then you strain them, it helps you control how much water gets in your egg rolls, because the problem is if your egg rolls are watery and then you don't close it well, like you don't wrap it well, then the water is going to come out and then it's going to go into the oil and splash. Or it could come out and make your egg rolls soggy and everything like that. So yeah. Now I'm going to chop onions. This is zucchini. I have some cabbage and a tomato in here. There it is. You always have to cut and clean your vegetables properly when you're going to use them. This is the zucchini I'm going to use. I'm not going to use all of this because my mom is going to cook with some of it today. Now, because I brought it in the package or whatever, to save money, this package of 2 zucchini was only 79 cents. The small stores around my house, so that's why I bought it. I cut the tip that's dirty, see? And then I just, let's say I'm going to use about this much, as long as a finger, right here. See where the bone is? That's as much as I'm going to use, because I'm not making too much. Now, people argue that you should peel the zucchini. Sometimes I like to cut it like this. This is the inside of the zucchini. It's kind of confusing with cucumber, I know. But yeah, my mom convinced me that this is a zucchini and cucumber is different, so I'm just listening to her. I cut it like this. And if you're too afraid to do this way, then take a potato peeler and just go ahead. But I'm not too scared of doing this. Yeah, zucchini has a lot of nutritional value. So do any vegetables, because vegetable looks green, or it has a very bright color, the more the nutritional value. And I never understood that before, but you know. See that the skin isn't too bad. You could save it and make a soup with this later on, you know. But not for the egg rolls. So you're gonna cut it like this. It's gonna wilt down anyway, so it doesn't really matter how you cut it, but just don't cut it too big. And then you basically do this for the rest while the eggplants are cooking. Yeah. I started cooking when I was 12. I'm not a professional cook. Well, I started cooking when I was 12 because I thought that, you know, everybody's doing it. I wanted to do things like that to, you know, fit in with my brothers and sisters. But first, I loved it. Then I really was at a period when I didn't want to cook at all. But then I just recently found it again, and I'm just, sometimes when I'm bored, I come up with recipes. And I think, oh, how simple is it? You know, other people could try it, and then maybe they'll like it. And, you know, this is something, I'm doing this today because my mom, you know, asked me to do egg rolls, and I just figured, you know what, let me just start my cooking show. Alright, now all the zucchini is cut. We're gonna clean and cut the cabbage. Now the cabbage has been thoroughly rinsed, we are going to cut it. This is a baby cabbage. My mom got a pack of 4. Not that expensive. She's a bargain shopper, so. And then cut the core out, or the heart, and cut it like you're cutting tomato slices. And because this is a baby cabbage, this size is fine. But if it was a bigger cabbage with the long leaves, long strips, you'd have to cut it at least in half. Even though it's going to wilt down, you want to make it so it's bite-sized. Little bitches. You know, you don't want them to eat the egg roll and then see like them fighting with the little long strips of cabbage. Now I'm hearing the eggplants, you know, do their thing. I didn't put salt because then it's just going to make it hard to control how much salt is going to be in it. Like, I put salt in the eggplant and I salt everything separately. You never know when it's going to be too salty or not. So I'd rather salt them together. I'll remove the core on this one again. I'm not making a lot. This is the type of dish you can put any vegetable you like eating, and you just incorporate it into this. There's no problem, you know? If you're able to eat it like that, or with rice, or with anything, you're able to eat it inside an egg roll. Egg roll is simple. It's just, I don't know. There are different kinds of egg roll shells. I think you call them shells. Well, egg roll sheets. You could get, there's one that you could dip the egg roll sheet into water, but the one I have is just ready to use. Alright. Now, the cabbage has been cut.